Have you ever felt that pit in your stomach right before you speak up? That little voice that whispers, maybe you shouldn't? Or have you ever looked at someone else, so sure of themselves, and wondered, what do they have that I don't? What if I told you that you aren't born with confidence? And what if I told you that you aren't losing it either? You're throwing it away every single day with a series of small, seemingly innocent habits that are quietly destroying your self-belief. And there's one in particular that is public enemy number one. Stop doing this one thing and you will watch your confidence not just recover, but skyrocket. Stick around because this might be the most important 5 minutes of your year. We all want confidence, right? We think it's the key to getting the job, the partner, the life we want. And we're right, but we've got it backwards. We think confidence is what leads to action. We think, I'll speak up when I feel confident. I'll ask them out when I feel sure of myself. But that's the trap. Confidence isn't the cause. It's the result. It's the reward you get after you take action. And there's one silent killer that stops you from ever taking that action. It stops you before you even begin. So what is this confidence killer? It's the habit of seeking permission. That's it. It sounds too simple, doesn't it? But this is the root. Every time you look for external validation before you trust your own gut, you are handing over a piece of your confidence to someone else. You are telling your own brain, my judgment isn't good enough. I need someone else to approve my thoughts, my feelings, my decisions. Let's break down how this permission-seeking monster shows up in your life. First, you seek permission for your opinions. How many times have you started a sentence with, this might be a stupid question, but, or, sorry, I just think you're apologizing for your own thoughts before you even share them. You're prefacing your opinion with a disclaimer that says, I don't fully believe in what I'm about to say. You wait to hear what everyone else thinks so you can just agree. You're scared of being wrong, of sounding foolish, so you silence yourself. And every time you do that, you reinforce the neural pathway that says, my voice doesn't matter. Your brain gets the message, and your confidence shrinks. Second, you seek permission for your decisions, big and small. You crowdsource your life. What phone should I get? Should I take this job? Do you think I should break up with them? Now, getting advice is wise, but there's a difference between gathering information and outsourcing your decision-making. When you constantly ask others what you should do, you are training yourself to distrust your own judgment. You become a passenger in your own life, waiting for someone else to grab the wheel. And when a truly big decision comes along, you'll feel paralyzed because you haven't built the muscle of making choices and dealing with the consequences, good or bad. That muscle is where real, unshakable confidence is built.
And third, and this is the most insidious one, you seek permission for your feelings. You feel guilty for being angry. You feel weak for being sad. You tell yourself, I shouldn't feel this way. So you suppress it. You put on a mask. You pretend everything is fine when it's not. But here's the psychological truth. When you invalidate your own emotions, you are telling the deepest part of yourself that it is wrong, that you are wrong. You are rejecting your own experience. How can you possibly feel confident if, at your core, you believe your very feelings are invalid? Confidence isn't just about believing you can do things, it's about believing that you, your thoughts, your choices, your feelings are fundamentally valid. So, what's the antidote? How do you stop this leak and start building your confidence back up? You stop asking, is this okay? And you start stating, this is what I think. This is the decision I've made. This is how I feel. It's about moving from a mindset of permission to a mindset of declaration. Start small. The next time you're in a group, state your opinion clearly. No disclaimers, no sorry, just I think. It will feel terrifying the first time. Do it anyway. Your heart might race. Do it anyway. You are building a new habit. Make a small decision on your own today. What to eat for lunch, what movie to watch, without polling your friends. Trust your gut. And if it's a bad movie, so what? You lived, you decided, you acted. That's a win. And with your feelings, just let them be. If you're angry, don't yell at anyone, but just admit to yourself, I am feeling angry right now. Don't judge it, just observe it. By acknowledging your feelings without seeking approval for them, you are validating your own humanity. You are saying, my experience is real. That is the foundation of self-respect, and self-respect is the bedrock of confidence. Confidence isn't a gift given to a lucky few. It's a skill built through 1,000 small acts of self-trust. It's built every time you choose your own judgment over the crowd's, every time you state your opinion without apologizing, every time you make a decision and own the outcome. The world isn't going to give you permission to be great. It's not going to give you permission to be confident. That permission slip, you have to sign it yourself. So, I want you to think about one area of your life where you are constantly seeking permission. Is it at work, in your relationships, with your family? Identify it. And this week, I challenge you to make one declaration instead. One small statement of your own power. Let me know in the comments what that one thing is. Tell me one area where you're going to stop seeking permission and start trusting yourself. I read every single one. If this resonated with you, if you felt that sting of recognition, then do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because we're building a community here of people who are done giving their power away, people who are ready to build a life of real, relentless confidence. The power to feel sure of yourself has been inside you all along. Stop asking for the key. You already have it. Now, use it.